it's Rockville's latest AYCE concept. It just opened up on August 9th. It's quite popular. It's Wednesday afternoon at 1:30 p.m. and there are 18 parties ahead of us. And it's also $23 for lunch. Is no one worried about inflation anymore? Do we need another all-you-can-eat on Rockville Pike? Well, I'm curious, you're curious, so let's sit down together. You, me. Get it? Okay, our table is now ready. It's time to review Umi today on The Daily Dad. There is a lot going on here with this buffet, and it's just as chaotic as a mixed doubles table tennis match at the Olympics. Anyway, we can break this down into 5 sections: hot pot, ramen, seafood featuring crab, sushi and sashimi, standard offerings you'll see in most other Asian buffets. Okay, let's hit up the hot pot first. All of the traditional items that you might want to cook in your hot pot are nicely presented in small bowls kept on refrigerated shelves. Everything is labeled in both English and Chinese, plenty of vegetables, a smattering of raw seafood items like shrimp and scallops, and meat options include pork belly, beef, and even mutton. Items are frequently stocked and you can help yourself to whatever you want. The server will bring to you your own mini hot pot with one of 4 types of broth base that you choose. The hot pot is heated by a can of sterno, and there is a pretty extensive selection of dipping sauces. Ramen comes in 4 varieties. You go to the noodle bar to order what you want and then come back a few minutes later when it has been prepared. Here, I've ordered the number 3, the kanji mystery. The biggest draw about the buffet is the chilled snow crabs. I probably ate at least 10 legs worth of crab. The legs break apart easily, although you'll need to ask the server for something to crack open the claws. The seafood section also includes stone crabs, cocktail shrimp, shrimp with the shell on, and mussels. By the way, let me show you this clip so that you have a sense of what it's like to get some snow crabs. And listen to the background noise so that you can get a sense of the vibe of the restaurant as well. Sushi is also displayed prominently, and it's the first island that you walk by as you enter the restaurant. Honestly, it was an eye-catching display, and I almost wanted to grab a plate with a few sushi rolls before making my way to my table. Also eye-catching are how individual pieces of sashimi are presented inside these silver cups. I was actually pleasantly surprised about the sashimi. Presentation-wise, it looks better and cleaner when everything is separated one by one instead of just piling a bunch of pieces of raw fish onto a serving platter, like some other buffets. And I was a fan of how fresh the pieces tasted. So yes, count me a fan of the sashimi here. The standard offerings are just that, items that you'll probably see at many other Asian buffets, but there were some unique items here that I had not seen at other places, and I'll put up a couple of pictures for you to look at. That said, there are some items that I do enjoy at other buffets that didn't wind up here. For example, I'm a sucker for those Chinese sugar donuts. Is that just me? Also, there isn't a hibachi station where you can make your own noodle dish. That seems to be at every other Asian buffet I've ever entered. Anyway, with dozens of dishes available, it's always going to be hit or miss in a buffet. As you can see here, I'm trying out 3 of those items that I had not seen offered at other buffets, and as you'll see, I liked some more than others. So let me go over some initial thoughts now that my belly is full. I did like the fact that this was truly one price for everything. No surprises. I found the place a bit cramped. Aisles in between the food islands were a bit narrow. It was hard not to practically bump into another buffet goer, and our table seemed small. Literally, the diner at the table next to me was no more than 10 inches away. Considering how busy it was, food was being replenished at a healthy rate, especially the snow crabs, which goes really fast, and the wait staff moved quickly, but they had to since there was really no place on the table to stack empty plates. I really liked the sashimi offerings, and I liked the crab. I don't get to use the word bountiful much, but I can certainly use it here. I wasn't a fan of the hot pot experience. Hot pot is supposed to be communal and a sharing experience, but this hot pot for one concept just made me feel like a hermit. Plus, you can't control the temperature. It's either max sterno or off. Finally, the ramen is the weakest thing here. The broth was watery and the noodles didn't taste very firm. If your focus is on finding solid ramen, you won't find it here at Umi. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tour and review of Umi, but before I sign off, let me leave you with some final thoughts about how Umi compares to other restaurants in the area. Hey, this is the Daily Dad, reminding you to try new things and to be happy.